Hello everyone, welcome back to our tutorial. In today's tutorial we are going to continue with the edit and delete function. I want to combine all those functions together because delete will be having very simple and shortcuts, so we are going to dwell so much on edit. So these two buttons, I will work on them in the same clip, this one which I'm recording. As you know, always I don't want to make the clips too long. That is the reason as to why I separate this thing and break them into parts. Otherwise there is no any other reason as to why I am doing so. So in today's tutorial we are going to learn on how to edit the user details we already uploaded or inserted in our database. So we are going to retrieve them and then edit in the case whereby we inserted wrong detail and then update it back. So from there we shall have completed with the CRUD function of the users in pharmacy management system. Before we start, I will request you to like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and please may you share this with your friends so that they can as well come and learn together with us. Okay, without wasting time, I will always start by ensuring that my Laravel is running, the server Laravel. So I will reload this to ensure that all services are running. So I can see Apache is reloaded, so meaning that everything is now running well. Also you can see uh, uh, we are also having MySQL is running, then Mailpit, which I'm not using as per now, but everything is running okay. So after that, then I will click on our pharmacy, which is already running here, though I will have to close. Then I go to web, okay, to start a page. No, that is not where I want to go. I will go to menu, then www, then our folder pharmacy to start our project directly. Okay, and then the same way I will do to the database, so that I wait until they load fully. After they shall have loaded, meaning that everything is active and ready to use, then we are going to start from our project. So we open web.php where we are creating our routes. So our route for edit function is here, as you can see. So we have edit and then we have update. So these functions we are going to implement them today, including the deploy. Okay, that is for the delete function, the destroy. Okay, I think I can use the word delete like that so that it doesn't confuse. So I will copy edit and then we are going to user. So we jump to user. Okay, you can see that don't have that function, but let me just go to, we go to app, http controllers, then we have user controllers here. So we write down beneath this store, we are going to write edit. Okay, you're going to write edit, then update. So we start with edit, so we write public function. So we write public function. So public function edit. Okay, but we are passing id. You can see it from, let me just to complete that. You can see from here we are passing id. So that same we do it here. So we are passing id, because id is going to allow us to select every single user. Okay, so we are going to use that. But let me delete that one. So this is header, just the same thing we've done up there. Edit user, so we pass, and then we pass data inside the view file. Okay, so what I want us also to do is to write this method, which is going to allow us get a record from a single user. So we can say get record like that. Then we are going to use the user model. Then we are going to find ID. I don't want us to find, but we are going to write a method there, which is called get single record, like that. Then we pass ID. So we say get single record, then we pass ID. So let's write this one in our user controller. We go to I think something important which I was using, I had deactivated. So I come back to this one. Let's just enable that and see. Okay, so if I enable that, okay, I'll check what is causing my problem. For now, let me just deactivate that and then come back. So we are going to models. So we are going to open models, and then we are going to write that function. Okay, get single. So you scroll down somewhere, let's do it somewhere here. Okay, so after that, okay, we have get record. Then yeah, before get record, I think we have get record already written here, which I don't want us to use. Okay, get single record. So it's going to be a static public function, get single. So we start by writing static public function get single record, then we pass ID, just like that. Then we are going to return the model. So we are going to return self. I told you that you can choose to write self or just the model name. So we find ID, just simple as such. So that is done. So this is going to retrieve information, single information across the database, database table. Okay, so that one is done. So we come back here. So this is done. So we are going to write our edit. So we have users, then we are going to create edit.blade.php. So we have this. Okay, it's under admin users. Then we create a file called edit.blade.php. Okay, so edit.blade.php. Okay, so that is fine. And now we are going to start by, okay, let's just take this. For instance, we can take something here. Let us add new. I think this is supposed to be add new user like that. So it's not administrator as a thing. So let's let me copy this, all of that, and then bring it here. And then we are going to create this is going to be add new user. We are going to say edit user. Okay, so that is what it is. So in edit users, we are going to yeah, let me just check the form action. So our function here was if you come here is get record here, the one we've created. So we come and we put it here, so that's where we are passing our ID. So get record ID, then that's fine. The URL that we are putting here is the one we are going to use to update. So where is it? I think we are passing this one, the update. You're passing admin users stroke admin users. So allow me to check that very well. Have we done it correctly? So we have admin, we have create users create, then we have admin. This is not working fine the way it's supposed to. Dot show, so this is show, and we want to edit. Show is working fine, edit is not working fine, as you can see that. So we have edit, then we pass the ID like that. Then this one we can say it is edit again. Yeah, so this is edit ID, but it is the class is update, so it's just the same thing. All right, it's just the same thing. And so let's copy this. This is what we have. So we have edit, then we have post method. Yeah, so we have post, then and type multipart, because you know we have the image, so if you don't put that, it won't work for you. So that is the reason as to why we are doing that. Okay, so with that we are starting to implement okay, we put the crf. So crf that we are putting is csrf, sorry, the csrf, then fill. Just write it like that. It is so put to the store like that. Then we are starting with our, let me see, we have the form group. Okay, so we are going to form group. Let me see. Yep. Yeah, so we have name, and then our we have name. The first one is name. So if we come to here, we have name, last name, email. So let's see, name, last name, just written file, email, then password. Let's see, email, password, then we have phone. Okay, we have phone. Yeah, we have phone. Let me see, we have profile pic. We are going to do that up there. Then let me just see. So we start with the profile pic. Yeah, we are doing the profile pic. So that is profile image. Okay. So with the profile image, we already written the get profile image, if you can recall. So that is what we are going to use to bring in the image. So we just need to put this. Okay, let me just put it down here beneath this. So we have if, I'm going to use if if not empty, then get record profile image. That is what we were using. Get record profile image. Then we let's just use br to break the line, and we are going to enter and bring in the image. So image source is going to be get record. So we have image source as get record. We have get record, um, get record profile image. So we let's put with 100 and high tools 100. It's just okay, and then we end if. So that way it's going to be fine. Okay, so that one we are done with the profile image. Then we have the last one. We've done phone, email, password. What about the status? Okay, we have status. Okay, because yeah, if you check down here, we have role. We can change the role, we can change the status. Okay, so we have role. Before we do that, let's just confirm that this thing is working. Okay, but we also need to do this the same way to our buttons, because the buttons, once we click, we want it to bring the same thing that we have done here. We copy that, and then we come to our index where we placed the buttons. So we have the buttons here. Okay, let me just remove everything like that. We have URL, so we have edit, then value ID. Okay, yeah, edit and value ID, just like that. So that's fine. So we can deal with the edit first before we come back to delete. And we come to the page, we sign in. That's already loaded. This one also we can select the username and we sign in. So we come to users and we click edit. We can see it is working perfect, but something is not right because we've not closed down our tabs. So but what I wanted to check is to see if this is working, and we can see it is working. The image is not coming in, but we can see the name is selected, last name is not there. It's because this first one we don't have that. But if we click this other one, let's see, we can see it is loading. Let's wait and see what is going to happen. Yeah, so we can see there is something broken here, the meaning that image is not coming though, but we are going to work on that. But at least it's promising. We are able to see that there is an image, and we can see up here it is showing us user ID 7. So this is user ID 7. When we come to the username is Drake. When we come to our database pharmacy users, and user 7 is Drake. So this is what the system is pulling up here. Okay, so this is working fine. So let's continue implementing this until we are completed. Okay, so we come back to our our form, and we are going to ensure that we are done with closing everything successfully. Okay, so we have the first div. Okay, we close the form, we close the div, we are closing the div, and then we close the div, we have another div, we close div, and then we close section, then we end section. So with that, we are now good to go. So when we come back and refresh this page, it should be displaying fine. You can see it is now displaying fine with our footer not left out, and our sidebar, everything is displaying fine. So that is how we implement that. Now let's see why our image is not loading. Okay, so now you just need to see why is this image not loading. We need to know why. Okay, yeah, so you see we had not done this method correctly. So you come to users, you copy this, copy. After copying that, you copy like that, and then after copying that, you come back here and you paste it here, and also you paste it here, so it replaced that because we already written that in our model. So that is the function we use. Then you save this file. When you come, if you refresh this, you will be able to see that we have the images displayed. So when we click and click another one like this one, you will be able to see that image also displaying fine. So that is okay. Now let's add other input fields, like we have the role, and we have the role is role, and the status. Okay, so we have status. Okay, so let's see status. So we have we select and then we check the status by ID, then value get record status. Okay, that is the value. Then our status, just the way it is, we are going to get the status so it with the status it's going to be a little bit different. Let's just see. Okay, yeah, so we said that if it is 0, it's going to be active. If it is 1, then that is inactive. Okay, but we want to take the status where with the one we have already uploaded. Okay, yeah, so we are going to do it different. So writing this, we have the select, then select, we have class, then we have required. Okay, this just okay. Let's just put it somewhere here. When we put the select class form control, so we say select class form control value. Okay, that's okay. Then here at the option, we have the value, which is we are going to first one. Let's just put this this is going to say select. Okay, then we are going also to option, we have this. Okay, so with that we need to check the old value record which we already selected into the database. So that one, what we are going to do is simply to write okay, let me just scrape off everything from here. Okay, so under this we just write I think we can just put it down directly there. So we say we are going to select okay, we have the get record. Before that, let's check the old value. So we say old. So old. So we have old status equal to 0. Okay. Let me just type everything so that it doesn't confuse me. So we have that. Then we are going to get this old. Then we put this. Then we say status. That is the name we are using. Okay. Then after that we are going to put this. Then we now get record. Okay, we copy this where it is. So remove this one here, just allow it to be the way it is. So we copy this and we paste it there. So we have get record. Okay, so status, get record status, like that, is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. Then question mark, which used to compare, is selected. Then value is equal to 0. Then our option is active. Okay, so that is very fine. Our option is equal to, so let's remove this. Our option is equal to active, like that. Okay, let's just compare to know if we've done the right thing. So we have option, then we put the open braces, old status. This is checking the form, the one which is already existing, the form, and returning it. Then we have get record status, then is equal to 0. Okay, so it is equal to 0. We remove that. Yeah, that is the best way of doing it. Then selected is selected. Okay, is selected. That's okay the way it is. Then we close the braces. Value is equal to 0. When value is equal to 0, we have active. And then let me remove this to write the option for the inactive. So that is how we do it. And then we close the select, just like that. So let's come and refresh our website. Let's refresh the page so we can see it is written as active. So when we come to check what is the value for, that is Lysandra is here, so we can see it is active. Lysandra is active. Yeah, is active. 0 means active. So you put it 1, come, put 1 means it is inactive. And we come refresh this page, come to Lysandra. Where is Lysandra? Why I'm not seeing this, I can't figure out. So let me just see. Lysandra is supposed to be ID 10. Lysandra Venice, ID 10. Oh yeah, I know the reason as to why. Once it is inactive, it's not going to be fetched. Okay, so that one we can change from our written controllers here. We said where status is equal to inactive. So if we comment out this like that and we come and refresh this, it means it will fetch all the records like that. So Lysandra is here, so you can see it is inactive. So when I come to edit, you can see it is now coming as inactive. So that is how it works. Okay, yeah, so that is very much okay, perfect. So when we come to we now need to do that for the is role. Okay, so let's do that to role. So we say to role is role. I think this is now fine. I just see that's automatically selected it for me because we are using the field is role. So when we come and refresh this page and I come to Lysandra, click on edit, I can see his role is user. So when I come to Lysandra, let's check his role. His role is role 2. So we meant that if it is 2, I don't know why this is recorded as 2. Think that one should be 0, and I don't know why it is changing to 2. So let me just see where we are adding the user. So when we're creating the user, we have, oh wow, this is the thing. So if it is this one, we say if it is user is 0. The reason as to why it is changing that, I think we can just put it 2. We can just change our database. Okay, we can just change our database. So from our database we can come to this role. Okay, we change and we say the default is 2. That means it is user, so the default is 2, not 0 now. And we say user is equal to 2 and admin is equal to 1. Yeah, so we can exchange this thing so that it looks nice and in an organized one. So, and we save this so that now when we come back to our database, we are expecting the other values to be 2 and 1. Okay, yeah, so 1 and 2. So this is just fine. This is just fine. Okay, now we are complete with edit, and what we need to put is this submit. We need just to put it to update. Okay, we change this button to update. And what we did last time, we put we can put an icon. So let's come to our create. I think I'm doing it in the wrong side. This is supposed to be submit, and we have this. Okay, let me check where we have the button. We have our button is, yeah, we have something like this. We're not using the far, we are using the nav. Okay, let's just use that nav icon, and yeah, under the create we can put this. So submit is not a pencil, we are going to use BS save. Okay, and we can do the same to edit. So this one with edit, this one changes to update. Okay, and we put this to, let's see. Okay, let me just put that as save as well. So when you come here and refresh, you see this. So what we need to do is to put space here. We do the same to our save. Here we put the space there. Okay, can close that one, we don't need it now. And when you come and refresh this, you can see there is space, so which is allowing us to update. So we want it that when we click update, it does update on our website. So for us to do that, we come and create this class called update. Okay, so you come to users and then we are going to create this class. So public function update, we have update, then request, then ID. So you have to pass ID because that is the ID for the single user that we are editing its details. Then we are going to user, then find get single. Okay, get single record, get single record. Okay, we have user get single record that we have seen. Then we have name, last name, we have a password. Okay, then we have user phone is role status save. So return that that is not exactly what I want. So we have to also check on the image. Okay, just a minute, we are going to update our image as well. So what are we going to do? Get the profile image. Okay, so our profile image is going to be if request. Okay, if request as file, whatever we did directly up there to our save or creation. So we did that and we checked if the file already exists, and we unlink it before we save to that one allow us not to duplicate and fill in the disk space in the server. So that is the reason why we are doing this. So this process here, let me just show you. Yeah, I'm lazy at typing, reason why I'm doing this. So we have if, let me just do this. Okay, so we have this which is allowing us to check if the file exists. Then we unlink that. To unlink means we are even removing it from the disk space. And then extension, get that, the name of our image, that field is called profile image. Then we put the random string to 20. Then we have file name random plus concatenate with the extension. Then we move it to profile. This is the directory where we are moving our image. Okay, then use user profile image file. So user profile image means that is we are saving the image. Okay, then we have name is saved. Okay, now I want us to use what is called trim function. Trim function will allow us not to save spaces into our fields, the table fields. So, okay, so trim functions, for instance, when we want to save name before we request, we use what is called trim, like this. Okay, so trim request phone. So this one for role as well, we use trim request role. Then about status, we use trim request status, like that. Then we save. Okay, so that is the reason why we are doing that. Otherwise, no any other reason. And also we can trim, or we can trim I think we can also trim user remember token, password. We can also trim, or we can trim this. Okay, so we can trim request email. This one we can also trim. Also, I told you that every day we will be learning new things. Reason why I'm bringing this. Okay, so ensure that that is done perfectly. Yes, so we don't save the spaces. Yeah, so so that function is well set. And then we are going to ensure that under the index file, yeah, so you see we have this message here which is going to say user is updated successfully. It is returning to the user's admin. So that is our index here. So we had already placed that. Ensure that you place this message, this one here. So if you place this, is when you will be able to see that. So let me just try and see if this is going to update. If I refresh this page, I can see that is okay. Then let me just check this to inactive, I mean to active, then click on update. You can see there is an error. The post method is not supported for routine support get head put. So there is something that still we need to check. So let me just troubleshoot that and know where the issue is. Okay, that is fine. Let's just troubleshoot and know where the issue is. Yeah, so you come to let's see, if you come to your web, so you can see here is written as put when we're supposed to be putting as post, not put. Okay, I think that one was a mistake, so write this as post because for the update. Then we come back and refresh this page again, and then we select the user is active, then update. Let's see. So it is saying that the update is successful. Okay, so when we take this one and we say this is inactive and click update, it is successful, and you can see here it is not active now. Okay, so that means it is working successfully. When I click on that, click this and then active, click update, you can see it is updating successfully. So which means that we are done with the updates. What about the image? If I click on this and select change the email to add something different, let me use a different thing like this. If I use that and click OK, then hit on update, we can see it is updated successfully down here. Yeah, so this thing is working, and now we can move to delete. So let's implement delete very fast. So delete, what we are going to use is simply users. Okay, delete, we are going to get users stroke delete. Yeah, just like that. And then we are passing ID, so that is okay. So when we go to users, let me write delete, then I go to users controller, and then come down here and write public function delete, and then we pass the ID. So let me just take you step by step what I'm doing here so that you understand about the delete. Remember, we need to soft delete, and because we had already created a field for soft delete, so in our database we said is deleted is equal to 1, and then deleted is 0. So we just need to change that status to 0. So we come to user, then user controller get single record by ID, then user is deleted is equal to 1, then we save that. So we alter, if it is 0 we make it, change it to 1, and then we save that. So we will not be able to we will not be able to retrieve that record once it is soft deleted, but it has not been removed completely from the database. That is a security purposes reasons. Okay, so when you come to Quilea, let's refresh this page and then say delete. So we can see that the page is telling us is not found. It's because the button we've not also set the way it's supposed to be set. When we refresh this, it is still there. So let's come to our index like this. First of all, copy this. We copy this. Okay, we copy that URL, then come to index where we have the delete button, and you paste this. Okay, so you paste that one and you put that. So we pass value ID. Okay, something did not happen right way. The reason as to why. Wow. Okay, let me come back to it. Yes, so back. Let's see. I think this one we need to remove this. Yeah, so after removing that is now okay, which was bring challenges. So when I come here, refresh this page and click, just a minute. Something is not working here. At the delete, we have an error. So we have delete. So this is need to be removed like that. Okay. So we are back. When you click delete, we can see get method is not supported for routine delete. So let's just say, let's check what is the issue. Delete is supposed to be get. So those are the things that autocomplete sometimes can mess you up. So this is get. Okay, so we come back. So I'm doing this. It's very important now you learn on how you can troubleshoot when something is wrong with your Laravel project. When you click delete, we can see user deleted successfully, and when you come down here it is not there anymore. So when you come to the database, we've deleted this user id 11. When we refresh the database, let us refresh and see. We refresh, it is there, but when we come to the column check, we can see that the is deleted as changed to 1. Here is deleted as changed to 1. That is the reason as to why it is not being retrieved back. So if we change this to 0 like this and come refresh this page, it will come back. So we can see it is back. If you come and delete Drake's like that, so Drake is deleted successfully, but from the database it is still there, as you can see. So when you come and refresh this page, when you come and refresh this page, we can see Drake. Where is Drake? Drake is here, is deleted. Okay, so we can change it back. Otherwise, that is the end of our tutorial. So we have implemented edit, delete, and delete and edit function successfully. We've seen how to write the function in the user controller, and how to retrieve single information or single detail from single record from the database using the model. Thank you very much. Bye bye.